What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be going over inner arts and how to max your inner art, some of the best ways that you can max your inner arts to get you guys ready for the end game, since we're in a very long lull period at the moment with a 9-day wait time for breakthrough. These are some of the things that you definitely want to be doing while you're waiting, just to get your character ready for the next breakthrough. We should all know what inner arts are at this point, but in case you don't, let me just go over them really quickly. You can just slot these passives in as you unlock them by playing the game or by doing certain challenges like logging in for a certain period of days. You can slot in these inner arts to give yourself various passives that will diversify and strengthen your build. And the way that you go about getting them is, for the most part, just playing the game through story quests. Some of them have specific quest lines tied to them, like Wildfire Spark, that you get by doing encounter quests. But for the most part, any inner art that you don't know how to get, go ahead and come here to comprehend the clue, and then you explore, and it'll tell you in the specific area where you can grab the inner art, and you'll be able to explore the area. And for the most part, the ones that you do see like that are ones that you have to do some type of quest line for. And then there's other ones that just you get by just playing the story, like Echoes of Oblivion. Once you get an inner art for the first time, you'll need to break through them to increase the passive effect that they actually give you. For example, Sword Morph, once you get this for the first time by logging in for 3 days, if you inner way breakthrough, you'll see you're able to increase the passive and make it even stronger. In some cases, allowing you to do what you're normally doing even better. So for example, for the Sword Morph, once I actually break this dude for the first time, after unleashing the Sword Energy from Shadow Step, I'll be able to unleash my triple key waves without needing to have the key shield on, which will increase DPS as well as make the class feel even smoother to play. The way that you will go about upgrading your inner ways is going to be getting extra copies of those inner ways that you get through these inner way note custom chests that you can get through Heroes Realm, Sword Trials, and Outpost challenges. Completing these and spending stamina will give you these chests that you can then go ahead and use to randomly get one of these inner ways depending on the path that you actually select. In the Trials tab, there are 3 bosses that give you inner way chests as well, like the Ghostmaster will give you inner way chests just for completing her one time. Zhang Yi will also give you inner way note chest 5, and Murong Wan will also give you inner way note chest 5, so that's 15 from Trials there as well. Another place you can grab some inner way note chests is going to be coming over to the Season Shop. The Season Shop I just reset as well. And once you spend your Jade here, make sure you have 20,000 for the week. You'll be able to grab yourself 40 inner way note chests. At the start of the week, you'll only be able to grab yourself 20 because you need to actually reach 10,000 here to get the next set here. So yep, come here to the fish shop, go ahead and grab your inner way note chest. Grab these custom tips as well. As always, if you've watched my weekly reset guide, you know all of this. Just grab all of these things here and then come back and grab these once you can. Of course, because everything is random, there is no guarantee that you'll actually be getting the inner way that you actually want. So if you don't get the inner ways that you actually want, come over here to Ticket Exchange, and then you can go ahead and transfer these inner ways that you don't actually want. For example, this one here, the one that decreases the Skywalk Dash movement speed. I could go ahead and confirm, sell this here for the vintage book plates, come over here, and then exchange for 2 of these, and then I potentially get the inner ways that I want as well here. So going over the conversion system, this allows you to actually convert inner ways between each other. You swap the amount that you have between 2 different inner ways. For example, if I have Seasonal Edge here, my Seasonal Edge has 9 currently. And then let's say, for example, I wanted to use another inner way. They do have to be of the same type though. So you see, like, I'm only able to use Seasonal Edge and then Morale Chant because they're both gold and they're both buff stacking inner ways. And then you'll see I'll be able to go ahead and convert my Seasonal Edge to Morale Chant, giving myself 9 Morale Chant instead of just 2, and then giving Seasonal Edge 2 instead of just 9. So if I go ahead and confirm this, you want to make sure that you're only able to do this for a 7-day period after you do it for the first time. So once you go ahead and convert one inner way, you can't convert that inner way again, that same 2 inner ways again, for 7 days. So I confirm here, and then that will give me 9 Morale Chant, and then swapping this to 2 Seasonal Edge. Really, really important, because you're able to use not only keep both of what you have here, like you're not going to be dismantling your Seasonal Edge, so you'll still have some Seasonal Edge, but you're going to be converting the extra ones that you don't want. Like, I'm not going to be using Seasonal Edge for quite a while, and then going ahead and allowing me to now have 9 of Morale Chant to now go ahead and allow myself to max this out whenever I am ready, and I get 1 extra one, which makes this a lot faster than just needing to have, like, getting 8. And for example, if I had it converted, I would need 8 more of this Morale Chant rather than just needing 1 more because I converted with Seasonal Edge. However, I want you guys to take note of this, and this is very important. You only get 4 free conversions for season. So before converting an inner way, at least here in the early game, make sure you have at least enough to guarantee yourself a breakthrough so that you're not scrambling for more random drops and you can focus on another inner way to break through later on. Once we get into the end game, this will probably be used more as a way to either flush out more inner ways that you just trying to level up now, like the newer ones that come out, or if you wanted to switch builds instead of just converting like the 9 that I did previously. I did that for the sake of the video, and this is my second take making the video. This is why it's 2 out of 4 here. The 2 were wasted. So take that in mind and don't make the same mistake that I made there for the sake of this video. Make sure that you have at least 10 notes before you do convert, because that will guarantee yourself an upgrade and it will be a lot more worthwhile, especially considering you only have 4 of these per season. If you want to know how long the season actually is, come to the battle pass. And the battle pass will tell you how many more days you have until the end of the season. Now, another way that you'll go about getting inner way note chests is going to be throughout various vendors in the open world. For example, this Kai Fang vendor here on the map will actually sell you a couple of inner ways that you can rebuy. Things like Bitter Seasons, Seasonal Edge notes, Morale Chant, and even other things like Insightful Strike and other important inner notes as well. There's also a merchant in Kai Fang here. If I can just find him off the top of my head. This merchant here who will sell you inner way note chests, you can buy 20 from him. This is a one-time purchase and it will cost coin, and you'll need to go ahead and buy from him there. And there will be other merchants as well that will sell you various inner way notes and inner way note chests as the game goes on, as well as events that we'll get later on that will give you inner way note chests as well, like things like the daily login. If you come over to the events tab, we'll get inner way note chests pretty soon from this as well. Right here on day 16 we'll get 5. So just playing the game will eventually give you inner way note chests. The whole thing is making sure that you're lucky enough to get the ones that you specifically want. When I open this chest here, for example, we actually got pretty lucky here. We got 1 Sword Morph and 1 Echoes of Oblivion. And we also got 1 extra Seasonal Edge. Now you see, this is why it would be important if I had waited and I had gotten this Seasonal Edge earlier. I would have 10. I could have converted that 10 to Morale Chant, and then I would have a guaranteed upgrade to Morale Chant. And then if I really wanted to, I could have came to this vendor here, Tang Lun, and then talked to him, gotten some extra pages of Seasonal Edge from him here, the 10 extra pages from him, and then converted those to Morale Chant as well. That would have given me 20 pages of Morale Chant. And then I could have came back to him and bought the other pages of Morale Chant to have 30. That's just a way of how you could probably use the conversion system to get ahead with inner ways. But I wasn't thinking that hard, so I guess you guys could use that tip on your accounts. And that is everything regarding inner ways and how you'll go about upgrading. Hopefully these tips can help you guys out and you guys see the importance in them as well. I hope this video can help a lot of people in general, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Be easy, be safe, y'all, and peace.